Hello, good people. Thanks for joining me again. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Ann, and on my channel, I review foreign shows. You know what I usually say, right? We travel around the world sitting on our couches. How fun is that? You never know which country we're gonna end up next. Hi guys, thanks for joining me again. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Ann, and on my channel I review foreign international content. Today I'm back to review our blues, and it's episode 7 and 8. And I'm doing that every week, so if you're watching, please join us. Join me this coming weekend as we review episode 9 and 10. But let's get to episode 7 and 8. And all I can say is Hoshik and Ingwan, oh my God, that the fighting was so heartbreaking. And then they showed us that they used to be really good friends. Like they were ride or die, and were really upset because we were always wondering, why are they fighting now that they're older? Like, what was the big deal? And really the explanation is that Hoshik used to be involved in gambling, where he gambled everything, and his daughter doesn't have anything to eat. So he goes to Ingwan and says, please give me some money so I can buy some food for my daughter. And Ingwan, who is like, really, now you're using your daughter to ask for money? Like, shouldn't you be ashamed about that? Apparently, that's what Hoshik took as the most disrespectful thing ever. I don't know about you, but you can tell me, but I was just like, it was almost like maybe Ingwan was trying to give him a wake-up call. Like, now you've come down to you're using your daughter to ask for money because you have become a gambling addict and are destroying your family. I mean, even his wife, I believe, left. It's like, why would you continue to do this? But then he gets upset because Ingwan told him the truth. He was like, it wasn't like it was the worst thing I ever said. So for him to like hold that grudge, not to mention he still did help him. He gave him the money. But then Hoshik is prideful because he threw the money away. And then he goes and asks Yunhyu for the money instead. It was like, okay, and then that's why you've been mad this whole time? I don't know, but you guys can tell me, but I did not think it was such a bad thing to say to him. Come on, like, wake up call. Now you're using your daughter to beg for money. I think, my brother, you have gone beyond, right? Now, we know Ingwan is not the most easiest guy. I mean, he was a thug. And we saw, because of him, with all the crazy thug stuff that he was doing, I believe it was his mother or mother-in-law who get hit by a car because of him. And I believe that's when he stopped becoming a thug and decided, okay, I'm gonna behave and I'm gonna raise my son. And also, obviously, his wife also left him, same thing. And I felt like when both kids, obviously, the reason why they're fighting is because the kids, his daughter, his son, they got together, they love each other, they got pregnant. They want the girl to have an abortion, but these kids have refused to have an abortion. The son is dropping out of school, and then the girl wants to finish school being pregnant. And it's like, I get where the fathers are coming from. Like, do you realize the choice you have decided when you keep this child? Your life is about to become very, very hard. Here we thought we are, sacrificing. I mean, he even talked about, do you think I liked cleaning pigs' intestines? But I'm doing this for you so you can go. He actually wanted his son. His son is very smart. He could become a doctor. But now he's being stuck with doing grown-up stuff. He dropped out of school and he's busy working with everybody else. Those women laughing at him like, oh, you want to come and do the same job like we are instead of going to school? That one woman who was laughing, I was like, she's laughing, but she's got a point, right? Like, you've got to love youth. They can never see beyond. It's always here. I applaud them for trying to keep the child. However, they've chosen a very tough road, and I believe every child should be, should be saved if you can. So obviously, the fathers are still stuck in they need an abortion. There's no way this should happen because they're ruining their lives, and it's just hard to watch. It was hard to watch. I got what was so hard with the fathers, and I also get what the teenagers are trying to do, but it just goes to show. I love this show. It's so real. Like, people have these same dilemmas every day, and what do you do? What do you do that is best? And at the end there, when Ingwan and his son are talking, because remember when Ingwan went to get Hoshik's daughter and said, let me take you to the hospital. Let's take care of this. Enough is enough, right? Let's stop doing this, okay? And the son walks in on that, and he is embarrassed and pretty much beats up the dad. And then later they talk, and he goes, I have raised you. I'm always proud of you. And you chose to hit me, your father? And then they were sitting there crying. And then Hoshik, it looked like Hoshik was probably coming to talk to Ingwan, and he's watching them cry. And it was the most touching scene. Oh my God. And then for him too, same thing with his daughter. You know, his daughter has always known, oh, just leave my dad. He'll create a fuss, but he always gives in. And he was like, not today. I am not giving in about this. I cannot sit here and watch you destroy your life because of this baby when you have so much potential. It was really heartbreaking when he was like, you need to get rid of that garbage. Like, you need to get rid. That is luggage and garbage that you don't need right now. And she was like so offended, like, you're calling your grandchild garbage and luggage that I don't need, almost like this load. So she was like, is that what you think of me too? And that's when she left the house. And the way he was like, if you leave, I am not gonna beg you to come back, okay? So think about that. So when she left, I was like, oh my God, oh my God. And then we saw Sion Ah, who, by the way, I know she said she slipped and fell in the water. No, she jumped. We all know she jumped. She was depressed. The fact that she's lost her son and her son is everything, she jumped, okay? She said she slipped because she knows at this point they're looking into her case. If they put on the report that she jumped and tried to commit suicide, there is no way the social worker or the government is gonna allow her to have custody anymore. So I know she did jump, but she's gonna say I slipped to save, you know, her case. So hopefully she can see her son again. Maybe she thought she was gonna die, so she didn't have to explain, but they saved her. So now she had to change the story into I slipped into the water. I didn't know, like, jump, right? Just crazy. And then the story of Young Ok and Jojan, I still don't trust her. There's a story there. I know she likes him, but I'm almost feeling like, please be careful. There's a story behind. She's getting phone calls, like, who's calling her all the time? She's a flirt. So I'm still feeling like they need to tell us her story more. And here's to hoping that she doesn't have another boyfriend and is two-timing. Here's to hoping that maybe it's a family member that she's taking care of, and that's why she seems so secretive. But anyway, are you watching? Are you loving it? Another excellent, really excellent story. The acting is so good, and the issues that they're dealing with, the blues that they're dealing with is so real. Like, I feel for everybody, and I understand everybody's position. Hoshik and Ingwan and their kids, whew, I hope they'll figure out a happy medium. At the end of the day, I think they're gonna have to decide, look, let's just help them raise this child, and maybe they could still attend university, right? Because the baby has come, what are you gonna do? Like, at the end of the day, let's just raise this child, although they were so ready to retire and go enjoy their life finally, that their kids are going to college. But grandbaby is coming, and that is heartbreaking, right? Anyway, let me know if you're watching and what you think. Are you enjoying it? Let me know down in the comments. As usual, thanks for watching. And if you do like my video, give me a like, subscribe. It does help to support my channel. And I'll see you next week when I review episode 9 and 10. Deuces.